you better work, bitch.
What is up, Hollywood stars? I'm back, your girl. It's Lo Hollywood. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create this look right here, how to be snatched. So yeah, if you want to keep watching, you want to see how I apply the Huda Beauty foundation and my current routine on it, then just keep watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's get started. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a very soft glam look. So something that's kind of subtle, you still look put together, but it doesn't take much effort. So first, I'm going to go ahead and prep my skin a little bit. So this is my super easy routine, kind of on the go, especially for the skin and stuff. So I'm going to be first prepping it by using the Dream Skin by Dior. And obviously I have a little sample of it because I was not about to spend all that money on this, especially if I didn't know it was going to work, right? So I'm just going to grab some of that and just apply it to my skin. So far I like it because it kind of like blurs out the skin a little bit, especially in times like right now where my skin is not looking great. I think it has to do with stress and stuff, but I really like this. So what happened was that usually where I work, people return a lot of stuff, a lot of makeup. I work at Macy's, in case you guys didn't know, in the cosmetic section. So people return stuff even though we don't carry it there because our Macy's is kind of small. So this lady returned her Dior skin serum, and a lot of us usually will take samples of it just to try it out. And I got a sample and I love it so far. So I just kind of just smooth out the skin a little bit. So next I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. And for my eyelids, I usually like to use MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I just use a fluffy brush. Let's see. So I like to use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It looks like this. And I will use this dirty ass brush. So a brush kind of like this, that's kind of fluffy. And I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. Grab a little mirror so I can see what I'm doing. And I like to bring it all the way up to the brow bone. And I'm not going anywhere special today. Like, I mean like a fancy dinner or anything like that. I'm just going out to have a couple drinks with a friend. Catch up, you know. So I want something very subtle, not too dramatic. And then I think for the eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So pretty. I don't use this often because I just forget I have it sometimes. So there you go. And I have to say, I love the mirror that it comes with. I never understood why people cared about mirrors and palettes, but now I'm like, dude, you need a mirror in the palette, especially if you're filming or if you're traveling. A mirror is essential. So, oh, and I also, for this video, I wanted to share my Morphe Me subscription. I made a video about it last month. It was kind of towards the end of the month, but it was on a subscription called Morphe Me. So if you want a little bit more details about it, you can totally go on that video and click on it and learn more about it. So Morphe Me is a subscription that sends you brushes every month from Morphe. It's $19.99. You get anywhere from 4 to 6 brushes, and they send you new brushes every month, like I said. So this month's brushes are April brushes. So this month we got 4 different brushes, and I'm going to be showing them throughout the video, see if I like them, see if they work. So the first one is, we got the R2 brush tapered, the tapered powder brush. This feels really nice actually for powder. kind of looks like this. So really pretty. I love the rose gold words, detailing. Cute. Then we got this other brush, which is the E47, sorry. And this is, oh, this looks really nice too. This is the Morphe E47, which is for contouring. And then we got 2 more brushes for the eyes. So let me pull those out. So I can, honestly, you can never have enough blending brushes. I feel like I didn't have that many, so I started buying excessive amount of blending brushes. So now I feel like I'm good with blending brushes, but now I feel like I need more like packing eyeshadow brushes. But anyways, then we got the Morphe E17 brush, which is a crease precision brush. So it's just a small crease brush. And the last brush that we got was the E11 brush, which is a angled brow brush. Actually, I'm always like thankful for brow brushes, for getting brow brushes, because you can never have enough either. So if you want to know more about it, I'll either link my last video down in the description down below, box down below, or I will also put the link for these brushes for the subscription in the description box down below. Okay, so since we're moving to the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and take a blending brush, and I'm going to be using this one by Morphe. Oh, and I always keep like a towel, like just a regular little towel on my lap, because that's where I clean my dirty brushes. So let's see. I think I'm going to go in with the color Musk, which is the brownie shade right here. So this one right there. And just going to go in to the crease with it. Sometimes I feel like you're just always in a hurry that you forget to use different palettes, and then if you're anything like me, sometimes how will happen is I'll take a, let's say I'll clean my vanity, it's nice and clean, and then I'll, you know, do my makeup one day, and then I'm running late, so I don't put my makeup away and it stays in my vanity, and then for the rest of the week I just use stuff in the vanity because I'm running late and that's what's on top. So a lot of times I forget I have palettes and I don't use them as often as I should. So I want to start digging more into the palettes I haven't used, like this one, because it is a really pretty palette. And I was also thinking of doing a new series on my channel called like Take It Back, something like that. We'll see what I come up with, like the name of it, but something about taking it back, which is essentially going to feature old palettes that people don't really use anymore, but I know people have, you know, because I feel like a lot of the times we get caught up with new palettes and let me buy the latest one, which don't get me wrong, I love doing. By the way, I tried buying the Jeffree Star palette and it got sold out at Morphe, so I was so bummed out because I really wanted it. But anyways, back to the topic. So I have other palettes that I really love, but I think we get so caught up with new palettes that we don't even use those old palettes anymore, which are still really good. So I want to take it back and feature those palettes in the next couple videos that I do. So let me know in the description down below if you want me to do that, because I know that would be super fun and people would kind of, you know, want to love their old palettes again, especially like the Vice palettes from Urban Decay. I love those. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and take the color Amber, which is this rusty color right there. And I'm going to do the same brush. Most of the times you'll see that I'll work with the same brush. So I just feel like it kind of blends, it helps blend colors easier because the other color is kind of on there too. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know I'm not the only one, right? So I'm just gonna add that to the crease. Okay, perfect. So now I wanted to show you guys a little trick, which I know I filmed it in my last video, but I didn't upload that one. But it's a way to cut the crease whenever you're not working with super dramatic colors. So I like to use a small precision brush. This one's by e.l.f. So it's super tiny. And what you do is you don't actually cut the crease by using concealer. You just kind of use a small precision brush and kind of like a lighter shimmery shade, whatever you want to use for cutting the crease. So I think I'm going to use Retrograde today, which is this really pretty like iridescent purpley shade. So I'm taking some of that shade on that small precision brush, and I'm going to cut the crease as if I was using concealer. So just kind of do that. So I just do this like and I've been really into half cut creases lately, so that's probably what we're gonna do today. So just like that. So I just kind of get the basic outline of it. Then I'll do the other side. So today, you guys, I feel like I got food poisoning for a good couple hours. I don't even know like why it hit me so hard, because I feel like the food had to obviously be bad, but it's weird because when I was eating it, it didn't taste bad. It was actually really good. So maybe I'll insert a picture somewhere here of the food that I ate. It was aesthetically pleasing, so you'll see that picture on my Instagram. But yeah, it was like, it made me sick afterwards. So it was a bagel with egg and roasted bell peppers and some tomato, and then I had a beet and carrot pressed juice. Whoa, okay. Okay, so then so I was eating it and the scenery was cute and I was taking a picture of it, and I mean, it was good. And then after that I went to go get my nails done, and right when they were about to finish I started feeling kind of sick, and I was like, maybe it's that I ate too much or I'm just full. Oh, so now I'm gonna, before I continue, I'm gonna take my MAC Prep and Primed setting spray, and I'm just gonna wet my brush a little bit so we can get a little bit more of that pigment. But I think I'm gonna should I change brushes? I think I'm gonna change brushes and get my Smashbox full coverage shadow brush. Okay, and this just helps the pigment of the shadow come true to life and be a little bit more pigmented and a little bit more metallic-y. Perfect. So anyways, as they were finishing my nails, I was like, oh my god, I feel like I ate too much, my stomach kind of hurts. And then I was like, shit, I think I want to throw up. You know when you get that feeling, that sensation? And I was like, should I ask to go to the bathroom again? Because they have like a really small bathroom because it was a really small nail salon, so I feel like if I was throwing up they would totally hear me and then they would stop. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, heck no, I'm not trying to puke in their bathroom and have them talk shit about what the heck I'm doing in there. I mean, it's not like I'm like anorexic for them to be like, oh my gosh, she's totally anorexic and throwing up because of that, but really I was just sick. Anyways, I was like, okay, let me just pay and let me just go outside. Maybe I'll throw up outside the car, I don't know. So then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just, you know, hold it in, and because I was supposed to go to work, and I was like, and I'll just go to work to the bathroom at work and throw up there. But then I go to my car and I just couldn't help it. I just threw up, and the sandwich, the juice, all gone, all down the drain. So then I was like, okay, maybe I'll feel better afterwards, because usually when I throw up, I think most people are like this, then you'll feel better. You'll feel a sense of relief. But so then I was like, okay, let me go to work now. So I took the freeway. I was driving to work. Work's only like 10 minutes from where I was. And I still felt really sick. And then what was worse was that I started driving and I kind of felt like I couldn't really drive. Like, I don't know, I just felt so sick. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to go home. So I took the next exit and I went back home. And the whole drive there, which is only 15 minutes or so, I was like, shoot, I can't really drive. Like, I was like kind of dozing off, which is weird, which has never happened to me before. And I was just hoping that I would get home safely, so I did. Then when I get home, I finally threw up some more, and then I went to sleep, and now I feel a little bit better. But maybe I shouldn't even go drinking today. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go, you know, get drunk, obviously, but I'm just gonna go have a nice drink, catch up. Maybe I'll just have like a beer or something. Anyways, that was my little story on my food poisoning. So next I'm going to go ahead and take the color Amber once again, which is this one right here. Where are you at? Okay, perfect. And I guess we'll use the new brush that we got, the Morphe E17 brush. This guy, since it's small and precise, we'll use that in the outer corner. So taking the shade Amber, I'm gonna take that kind of a little bit more towards the center. So just like that, kind of blending the first shade and this shade together. And then for the very outer corner, then we're going to take the color Saffron. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is this kind of reddish color right there. And with the same brush, my E17 brush, we're just going to add that to the very outer corner and work it in, blend it in, all that good stuff. Right, and then for a little bit more pizzazz, I'm going to take the NYX Vivid Brights liner in the color Vivid Petal, which looks like this. So it's a really nice, pretty pink color. And we're just going to trace the cut crease that we did with this. This is a very common trick I do most of the time, especially when your crease is not as defined. Then I like to use an eyeliner just to make it pop a little bit. So you just want to take your time and outline it. So kind of like that. A little bit of this pink shade Angelic, which is down here. I know it's kind of hard to tell with my camera lighting, but it's like a mixture between gold and baby pink. So I'm going to spray my little precision brush that we used earlier with some Fix Plus. And I'm just going to add that shade right in between the shimmery shade and the amber color that we put down. Just so that I can have a little bit more pinky tones in there. and that way it kind of blends a little bit better. Yes, I like that. And then I'm also going to be taking that same shade in my a Smashbox brush, and I'm going to be adding that to the brow bone just for some added highlight. So now for my foundation, you guys, I've been loving the Huda Beauty. I'm like so far back on this train, but I've been loving the Huda Beauty foundation. So it's Balm, and I use the color Chai 210B. I was a little scared that it wasn't going to blend or like blend with my skin tone, because obviously I'm buying it online and I bought it at Sephora.com. So but then once I put it on and I looked at it outside, I was like, hey, it doesn't look too bad, because lately I've been like struggling with finding the right tone, because it might look good indoors but it does not look good outside. Like I could tell that it's too pink or it's too dark or whatever. So I like to start off with just one pump and kind of do half of my face. And I will say that I really like this foundation when I use a brush. I like using a beauty blender too, but I don't know why, you guys, but ever since the beauty blender came out, I feel like I've neglected my brushes. And my brushes, I bought these a long time ago and I worked hard to buy these, because at the time I was working at the boardwalk in the sun and I was like, let me get myself some brushes. So I bought myself the Sigma set from Sigma Beauty, the Sigma Kabuki brushes, which are these guys right here, and they're really good brushes and they were not cheap, so I need to start using these again. So see how good it looks compared to one side? No foundation, snatched. And then I like to use my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color Light Sand, and I just do like a couple dots and then a line there and a line there. You guys, I almost knocked my whole freaking setup down. I was about to have a heart attack, legit. So this is the step that made my under eyes look bomb AF. And I didn't come up with this. I actually got this little trick by Brittany Bear. She used it and I was like, ooh, let me try it. So this is the Hello Flawless powder. It's gonna be kind of hard because of the aluminum in it. But it's the Hello Flawless powder by Benefit, and this is in the shade Ivory. So it's the lightest shade that they have. There we go. And I love using this for under the eye. It just makes it look super highlighted, super snatched, and I don't even have to bake when I do the step. So I guess I'm kind of baking with this powder, but I essentially just leave it on. So I'm going to be using my Morphe R3 brush, which is just this tapered brush right here. Just grab some of the powder, pack it on there, and apply it right to your under eye. And it just really gives you a really airbrushed and really highlighted pretty look under there. So let's see. Oh yeah, so I love to contour with an angled brush. I use some Morphe R4 brush. Looks like this, pretty. And I'm going to just do a contour with Huda. I forgot the most important step. Hello, the rest of my face. You're oily as fuck, Lorena. Okay, so star of the show, this powder right here. Okay, so this here is the Dior powder. It's bomb. Like, when I say bomb, I mean bomb. Normally I have never really bought in like higher end powders because I thought, okay, who's gonna know you have a Dior powder on? But I mean, I love this powder so much. So same thing with that lady that returned all her Dior stuff. I mean, some of you are probably gonna be like, what the heck, you got samples of stuff she returned? But we all do it, come on. So I took a sample of the powder. However, the powder that she had was a little bit too dark, so that's why I was like, I'm just gonna go a shade lighter because they only have 4 shades. But this powder is kind of like translucent powder. It has a loose consistency, and but it does have some color to it, so it's not really translucent, I guess. But it has the same consistency to it. It's very mildly milled, and it's very soft. So when you put it on, not only does it set your whole entire face, but it also kind of gives you a blurred smoothing effect, which I really like, especially if you have acne prone skin or just acne scars. So I loved it. So just like this. I know it's hard to tell, but same spiel. It has the little holes. You pop some on the lid. Nothing too crazy. Then for this powder, I love using the kabuki brush, or you can just use a regular powder brush. But since we got this new brush, I'm going to use the Morphe R2 brush, which I showed you guys earlier. Hopefully that recorded. So apply that to my face. Okay, I should probably use a mirror. Hello. So get my Cheek Parade palette out. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply this powder, and it smells amazing too. So it just kind of smooths everything out. So I definitely will be repurchasing this powder whenever I run out because it's really nice and I really like it. Perfect. So now to contour my nose, I did purchase the Britney Bare Morphe set, and I mainly use these 2 brushes. So I use the Morphe MO brush, which looks like this. Come on. So I use this Morphe MO brush, and I also mainly use the M6 brush, which looks like this. The other little tiny brush, I don't use it that much, but since we got this, let's use the Morphe E47 brush that I showed you guys earlier for the nose, see if it works, if I like it. So I'm going to use my Huda light because that's what I like to use for the nose. Add a little bit, and then I just kind of go down. I really like this bronzer, the Huda light, because it's very light. Clearly it's in its name, hello, but it gives you just enough bronzing effect that works for my nose. Because sometimes if I go in with a regular bronzer, I'm like, fuck, how do I blend it out? Now I just blended everything I did, yada yada yada, you know what I mean? So I just like Huda light, so I'll probably be repurchasing Huda light too whenever I run out. I still have a lot in this pan though. Then I just do that. So yeah, this brush works pretty good for the nose contour. I'm digging it. Just kind of blending this out a little bit. So just like that. Then I usually go in with my, so usually this step I would do with my M6 brush, but I'm just going to take it without any product and kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I like to go in with my Morphe MO brush, and for this I like to take my ivory powder once again, and I like to just add this to the sides of the nose just so that everything blends. Just like that. See how my nose looks slimmer already? Can you tell? So then I do the other side. And then I do a little bit in the middle. And then I kind of go over the lines with the remaining powder, just so that they're not all crazy, you know. So kind of like that. I feel like it still looks crazy. Just take your time with this. Obviously the lines have to show, hello, because else it's not contouring. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of highlighting. And for highlighting, I'm going to use the Anastasia times Amrezy highlight. I really like it. It's nice. It's really pretty, actually. I'm like, it's nice. No, it's actually really pretty. My lights are too bright, but yeah, I like it. So I'm going to be using a little highlighting brush. This one is by AOA Studios. So it's by the, I guess the brand, or the brand is AOA Studios. It looks like this. But I bought this at shopmissa.com for $1. And their brushes actually work pretty good. I was pretty surprised. This is just their highlighting brush, I guess. So it just looks like that. So I'm just going to take some of that, and I always like to, just regardless, I like to use Fix Plus for my highlighter, just because I feel like it makes it pop more. Just with any highlighter that I'm using. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And then I like, for some reason I like to apply my highlight really close to like the center of my face, just because I really like that look, but you totally don't have to go that close. So cute. Then do the other side. So now, just to finish up the look for the lips, I'm going to be using this gloss that I have from Bare Minerals. Where is it? Where is you at? Okay. So this is in the color Everything. It's the new Gen Nude Glosses. So it looks like this. And it's super pretty. I like it. So it's a really pretty glossy look. Hey. So yeah, you guys, I think that is the finished product. Probably just gonna redo my hair a little bit because it's looking a little messy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more tutorials on my eyeshadow looks, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that goodness, and I'll see you next time.